Hello everyone and welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. You're watching JCTV playing on the Xbox One console. This is Westbridge Hills Wednesday, episode number 2. Thanks for tuning in, folks. In this episode, we've got a couple of things to do. What we're going to be doing, we're just going to check the fields that we planted in the last episode, in the first episode of Westbridge Hills. We're just going to take a quick look just to make sure everything is okay. We planted canola in both of our fields in the last episode, and now we're just going to drive our lizard pickup over to this field here, and we'll just get out and we'll check real quick just to make sure everything's okay. Canola planted, 0% fertilized. And then we didn't set up a crop rotation, so it's always going to say fallow. So what we need to do is we need to fertilize. We're going to be tackling that in this episode. Let's just quickly drive over to the other field. I'm pretty sure that is also at 0% fertilized as well. So we can start that process, and then what we'll do is probably pick up some contract work to make back the cost of the fertilizer that we're going to be filling at. 0% canola planted, everything's good. All right, so job number 1 is fertilizing. We are going to start with that smaller field back there that we were just at. We're just going to drive back to the machine shed here where everything is located. We'll jump into the Stera tractor, I believe is the tractor I want to use for the fertilizing. Doesn't have a lot of power, but we don't need a lot of power because it's just a small fertilizing attachment to the back of the tractor. You can see it there. Doesn't require a lot of power to pull it, even when it's full. So I think the Stera tractor will do just fine. It is the smaller of the two that we have. So we'll just hop into that. We will attach the fertilizer spreader, and then we'll go fill it up, and then we'll start fertilizing. All right, we are on our way. Let's just hope everything works out okay, and it is still day 1 of early spring, so I'm hoping that the canola germinates okay, and everything is fine with that. I'm hoping that we don't have a catastrophe or disaster on our hands with the canola. All right, so there we go. The fertilizer spreader's full. $2,215 worth of fertilizer into the spreader. We should be able to get this one field done to 100% or 100% fertilized anyway. Sorry, that's not what I mean. It's not going to be 100% fertilized. The first pass of the fertilizing, because with the seasons now we are back to the 3 stages of fertilizing. So once after you plant, the first and second stage of growing will each require another round of fertilizing to maximize the yield output of the crop that you just planted. So it's a good idea to spend the extra $2,200 to fertilize each round, and then you'll end up with more crops, which will greatly outweigh the cost of the fertilizer anyway. So it's just a good idea. So we will do this really quickly. And okay, we're just going to turn the fertilizer spreader on, or lower it first, and then we will turn it on. And then through the magic of television, you can see here that the fertilizing is now completed. All done in real time, but spared you the monotony of driving back and forth around the fields. There we go, all done. We will now fold up the fertilizer spreader. We're going to go back and fill it up again, and then we're going to fertilize the larger field out back across the street. And then we'll wait for the first stage of growing to complete, and then we will fertilize again. Each time you fertilize, if you weren't already aware, you get 30% extra crops. So let's say you start out with 100% yield on your field that's unfertilized. The first round of fertilizing will yield you 130%, second round 160%, and the third round a whopping 190% of your crop yield. So why not? You're essentially almost doubling the amount of your crops. So it just makes good sense to maximize the fertilizing on everything that you plant. You're just going to make that money back anyway. So we're down to 129,000. $243. Not bad. We still have a little bit of a cushion in the bank account, but we are going to be doing some contract work to recoup the cost of the fertilizer, just so that we're no further behind than where we started. All right, so we're probably going to hire a worker to fertilize this field while we tackle some contract work. That just makes sense. And then we can do two things at once. And then hopefully we can find some contract work that will greatly outweigh the cost of the worker and the fertilizing. This field is considerably larger than the other one, so we probably will have to fill at least twice, maybe more, costing us an extra $2,215 to fill the fertilizer. So we'll just line this guy up here. We'll hire the worker, and then we'll jump out of the tractor and go do something else. All right, fertilizing has commenced on the canola field. All right, good stuff. All right, that shouldn't actually take that long. Fertilizer spreader is pretty wide. There we go. Let's jump out and get out of this guy's way. See you later, Mr. Worker. Have fun fertilizing the canola. And see, it's at 33%. So we'll go 33, 66, and then 99% fertilizing once the 3 stages are completed. All right, let's walk back to the farm. Jump down the little retaining wall here. We'll find the... What are we looking for? Let me see. Oh, yes, I remember now. We're just going to have a little walk through the farm. I never really looked and seen if we could open any of these. I'm pretty sure those are all decoration. We can't open any of these doors. They're just there for aesthetics. This seems to be an H2O tank. And an H2O tank, but I'm pretty sure one of them is water, one of them is fertilizer. I'm not really sure why these bags are here. Maybe we'll have to bring some machines over, test those out, and make sure they're not actually fill points. Because if they are, I could probably get rid of that seed tank and that fertilizer tank that I really didn't need to purchase in the first place. Just lack of planning. All right, so let's check out the job board while the worker is fertilizing that field. Let's see what we can do. And I think we're just going to lease some equipment from the shop. Well, looks like all we have is cultivating. So I don't think we have any choice but to cultivate. Field number 11 is a fair size, and it's close by. $7,600 to cultivate that field. All right, so it looks like we're doing that. Let's drive the lizard pickup on over to the shop, which is just out of the farm. Quick left turn, and it's down the street. It's really close by. It's not going to take us long to get there. And then we will drive that massive equipment over to field number 11, which is right behind the shop. So again, not that far away. All right, good stuff. And then we can start cultivating. We'll do maybe 3 or 4 quick little contracts. And we'll recoup some of this cost, make a little bit of extra money, and then get ready for the next round of fertilizing. The whole point of this is to not dip into our savings too much so that we go broke or have to declare bankruptcy or start operating in the red. That's the last thing I want. I'd like to stay in the black as much as possible. Here is our equipment, a nice Fendt tractor and a very large cultivator. All right, that is a beast of a cultivator. Let's hop into the Fendt tractor. It's the 1050, and that is very poor positioning on their part. Look, how am I supposed to attach that with that flower bed and light post there? There we go. Oh, looks like we hit the light post a little bit. All right, let's go for a drive to field number 11. Where are we going here? This way. Left turn, and it's right on the other side of field number 10, so we don't have far to go at all. Westbridge Hills is very hilly, so before you start playing this map, take that into account, because the machines that you're going to be driving up and down these hills need to be strong enough to pull the equipment that you're attaching to the tractor. So you do want to purchase some heavy machinery. This is, I'm not sure if this tractor might do good on this pass, but going uphill on the back end of the field there might bog down a little bit and turn out to be really, really slow. Let's just see what's happening here. Let's just position it right so we get all of the edge of the field. I'm very OCD when it comes to lines on the fields and everything. I like everything to be nice and straight. I don't like crookedness and wavy lines. Let's try and get all that there. All right, so far so good. Seems to be going good at 7 miles an hour. All right, so I don't think we need to sit through the rest of the cultivating of this field. Why don't we just fast forward really quickly through the magic of TV? And bingo bango, cultivating is almost done. There, the contract on field 11 is finished, so we don't actually have to finish the rest of it. We can fold this up right now, and then as soon as we accept the contract, the rest of the field will magically cultivate itself. That is done. That's as good as $7,600 in our pocket. We'll just drive the Fendt 1050 and the cultivator back to the shop. We'll park it, check our mobile tablet in our truck, and we'll log back into the job board and see if there's another one we can do. And then we'll go from there. So we're at $126,182 right now. Let's see how much we can collect, or where we'll be at from this $7,600 job. I can't do math that good in my head. I'm pretty sure one of my viewers knows the answer right off the bat before we get there, but nonetheless, let's wait for the computer to add everything up for us. We'll just pull back into the shop. I like how everything is nice and centrally located here on this map. We'll just park this right here, jump back into the pickup, end the contract, collect our money, and then we'll find something else to do. All right, so contract completed. With the lease of the equipment, we're down to $4,600. Let's field number 9. Where are you? That is a big field. 13,000. That seems like it's in the cards. Field number 2. How are you? Way over there. Fair size. Not bad. And what did we decide? We're going with field number 2. All right. For $3,700 minus the cost of the equipment. Let's check this out. We have got a massive cultivator and the Case Quadrac 540. All right, so with this Case tractor and this ginormous cultivator with a humongous wingspan, field number 2 is not going to take that long at all. It'd probably take longer to drive there than it will to actually cultivate this field. So field number 2 is in the top there, right beside field number 1 in the top left-hand corner. All right, so we're going to go out of the shop and we're going to turn right and go down the hill. All right, we are on our way. Thank you for the nice wide driveways. Yeah, we're going to go right, not straight. There we go. All right, folks, so while we are driving to field number 2, take a quick minute, look in the bottom right-hand corner of the video. You'll see a subscribe button there. Why don't you click that button for me really quickly? It would be greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to like and share this video when you're done watching. And ring that notification bell for me as well, so you can be alerted every time we upload new content. We do a different map each day of the week, folks. Mondays is Greenwich Valley. Tuesdays, Green River 2019, 2 new series that we just started. Wednesdays is obviously Westbridge Hills that you're watching right now. Thursdays is Stranded in the Pacific Northwest, and the story, our rags to riches story of going from nothing to owning super fields all over the map. And then Friday is the mysterious disappearance of my father on Lone Oak Farms. You don't want to miss that one. We just had an exciting cliffhanger, and the next episode is bound to be just amazing. So you don't want to miss those. There's also links to our social media in the description of the video as well. You can come and follow me on Twitter. You can join our Discord server, which we hope to enhance a little bit with a multiplayer server for Xbox console players. And then there's also links to our Facebook page as well, our Patreon page, which has special offers for Patreon members. And also, and finally, our PayPal donation page. Anything you donate will directly go to enhancing the channel and the content that we are creating. Plus, a portion of those donations will be sent directly back to you in the form of giveaways. Once we do accumulate some cash, we'll buy some fabulous prizes, and we'll hold some giveaways for our viewers. Right now, all right, so we've done the drive. We've got all the social media corporate mumbo jumbo out of the way. Let's start cultivating this field. This is not going to take very long at all because this cultivator is wicked huge. All right, and this tractor is very strong. We should be able to pull it at 7 miles an hour throughout the entire thing. But again, we are not going to make you sit through the entire laborious process of cultivating this field. Through the magic of TV, we will magically fast forward to the end of the contract. You can see it here. There we go, all done, and the contract will end momentarily. There it is. We will fold up the cultivator, drive it back to the shop, and then jump in our pickup, access the job board from our mobile device, and we'll see if there's another job that we can pick up. All right, and we'll just fold this back up, and then bingo, we are back at the shop in no time at all. Lickety split. We will just leave this cultivator here, and tractor will jump into the lizard pickup, access the job board from our mobile tablet or cell phone device, whichever, GPS dashboard, and then we will accept that contract. There we go. So there's another $2,200 in our pocket. Field number 14. Number 12. How big are you, number 12? Where are you located? All the way over there. Let's see. What else have we got here? 14. Where are you? 14 is right there. That's kind of a weird looking shape. I don't think I want that. Let's see, where else can we go? What are we going to do? Field number 3, cultivating. That cultivator's a little small. Regardless of the size of field 3, it may take a long time. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do that one. Let's see, field 5, only $740. That's a very small field. It probably costs more to drive there than it would to actually cultivate that field. All right, field number 19 for $1,947. What do we got here for 19? Where are you? 19 is down here. It is very narrow, but very long. I am torn between which job we should actually do. Field number 21, we might as well just take a minute and check them all out. 21 is slightly wider and just as long as 19. Field number 1 is the one on the top right-hand corner, and we get to use the case quad track again with that ginormous cultivator, so maybe that is what we'll do. That won't actually take as long because that machine is very big. Let's see, or field number 9. Where is field number 9? What do we got here? Number 9, all the way over here. And that's 13 grand, minus 5,200 for the lease. So let's do field number 9. It's a big field, but we've got a big cultivator and a big machine. There it is. It just pops up right beside us. Thank you for the shopkeeper for getting all that ready in such a fast amount of time. Let's hop in the John Deere 8400R, and we'll attach Big Blue. I'm going to call this cultivator Big Blue. But first, what we're going to do is repair this tractor, because for some reason or other, they like to lease us equipment that's almost broken. which I don't really think is fair to me because now I've got to pay to have it repaired. There's another $2,200 out of my pocket off of the cost of the contract. So now our tractor should be able to pull this cultivator or operate the cultivator anyway with no problems. Hopefully you appreciate the repair job I just did on your tractor, sir. And field number 9 is a right turn out of the shop down the hill and another right turn all the way to the right side of the map. Let's head on down there right now. All right, and we've arrived at field number 9 after a short drive across the map. And we are going to unfold Big Blue. This is a massive cultivator. I hope that this John Deere 8400R can pull this thing up this slight incline. Westbridge Hills, like I said earlier, is chock full of hills and valleys. So it's always good to make sure that the tractor you're driving can pull the equipment up those hills. You don't want to be stuck spinning your tires in the mud. All right, this actually shouldn't take that long at all. Although this field is quite large and square, we should be able to whip through it in no time at all. You can see that we're down to $130,000 now, even though with the 2 contracts that we've already completed, the cost of repairing that tractor really hit us. And the lease equipment as well, that cost is actually killing us too. And there we go, this is now completed. Contract on field 9 is finished. Let's fold this up and take this back to the shop. And then we will collect our money. Perfect. Another job done. That's 3 in a row. 3 cultivating jobs done so far today. All right, and we are arriving back at the shop. Let's put the cultivator back in the parking lot here. Jump back into our lizard pickup. Check the job board one more time, and we'll see what job we can do now. Let's collect our money. $8,000. Well, that's not bad. Out of the 13, it only cost us 8, minus the cost of the tractor, so we probably would have made 10. But now we're up to 137,000. That's not bad. Still $7,000 more than what we started with for minimal amounts of work. Let's see. Oh, now we have a sowing job. I am not going to be sowing potatoes. Nope, not going to do it. That is going to take forever, and it's going to cost a lot of seed as well. Let's continue with the low-cost cultivating jobs. Let's see where we're going here. Field number 18 is crazy big. I don't think we're going to be tackling that one. Let's see here. Field number 13 is kind of large as well. I'm not sure if that is in the cards for us right now. Field 15 or 18. What are we going to do here? I don't want to do that sowing job. $14, what do you look like? Where are you? Oh, that's that big, weird-shaped cotton field. All right, let's see. Field number 21. Okay, I remember you now. All right, so we're going to do field number 21. And what is happening with the cultivator? Seems to be doing the cultivating dance. Seems to be stuck in the concrete of the shop. Can we even hook up to this? Is that going to stop dancing around once we hook up to it, or is this going to make things worse? Not really sure what's happening there. He looks a little nervous. Oh, we did have the trigger. Where did it go? Let's find the attached trigger. Where are you? Oh, he's still bugging out. He's losing his mind. He's flipping out. Oh, there we go. We've attached it. And it's making our tractor go crazy that we can't even drive it. Well, we can unfold the cultivator. And that is about it. What is going on? Looks like our farm equipment is having some sort of a seizure. Why don't we cancel this contract? We'll just stop this from happening. That's not going to cost us any money. And we will accept another one because that was just crazy. I don't really have a lot of time to deal with that, so let's check this out. What can we do? What can we do? That contract is now gone. All right, cultivate, cultivate, cultivate. We can use the case quad track again. And we can go to field number 1. All right, so that's what we'll do. Oh, and what is going on? Come on, man. Are you okay over there? Let's see if we can hook up to this. Oh, it stopped. Was that a temporary glitch? Who knows if that was intended or not intended? All right, so we've hooked up to this. All seems to be good. All systems go. Let's head on over to field number 1 in the top left-hand corner of the screen. All right, we've arrived. Field number 1. This shouldn't take too long with this massive cultivator again. I am growing quite partial to the Case Quadrack tractor. Quadrack. And either way, this beautiful red, very powerful track-driven tractor is pulling this lovely black cultivator you see here with the humongous wingspan. All right, this is not going to take that long, but why make you sit through the monotonous progress of dragging a piece of machinery across the dirt? We will just fast forward through the magic of TV. Here we go. We are just about done the contract. There we go. It is now finished. We do not have to finish cultivating the rest of the field, although it probably would be polite just to finish doing it. Yeah. All right, fine. We will continue to cultivate the field. Blah, did blah, did blah. We are cultivating, we are cultivating. All right. The last strip of field is now being cultivated. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look out the window to the right, you'll see a lovely looking mountain range with excellent looking textures and boulders and trees. And if you look out the window to your left, you'll see nothing but farmland with contract work that needs to be done on this lovely first day of early spring. We are performing very much help-needed contract work by our fellow farmers. Thank you for riding in the JCTV tractor. Hope you had a wonderful ride. Come back and join us again soon. All right, that's enough of that. All right, we're done. We are done cultivating. We can now drive back to the shop and accept the contract, although the contract ended a few minutes ago. We just thought we'd be polite to this particular farmer and finish cultivating the entire field up to 100% instead of ending at 94 or 95, whatever. It's now done. Let's head on back to the shop. And we are returning back to the shop with the massive cultivator and the ever so trustworthy Case Quadrack tractor. Let's jump in the Lizard pickup, access the mobile device one last time, accept the money for our contract. It's $2,600 for us. Perfect. And I think that is going to be it for today. Let's call it. $139,777. So we started out with $130,000. We made a whole $9,000 at the end of the day, minus the cost of the equipment and the repairing of the equipment, blah 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 blah, and the filling of the fertilizer tanks. The fertilizing should be complete now, I believe. So now I think it's time just to go back to the farm and relax in our beautiful backyard. Maybe tend to some of that laundry that's hanging on the line. Who knows? Maybe we can take a nap. Let's see if we can take a nap. All right. That was a tough day's work. Lots of driving, lots of cultivating. Hopefully, as the seasons change, we can get some more work. Apparently, I'm not tired, so there will be no sleep for us today, folks. That's somewhat disheartening because I am a little bit tired. But oh well. FS19 says that I'm not tired. So I guess we're just going to go lounge in the backyard. Let's walk along the retaining wall here. Figure this out. What do we got in the backyard here? We got lots of laundry on the line that needs to be tended to. Ooh, a trampoline. Ooh, not a lot of maps have trampolines. Yeah, trampoline, trampoline, trampoline. That was fun. All right. That is going to wrap up this episode, folks. Thanks for tuning in to JCTV. You're watching Farming Simulator 19 on the Xbox One console. This was Westbridge Hills Wednesday. For now, this is JCTV saying see you later.